We take on Brighton tomorrow in the Carabao Cup. And if it's up to me, I believe and I expect that smaller teams, smaller teams, I'm talking about outside the traditional top six teams, no offense. I expect that this is a competition that they're supposed to prioritize. Crystal Palace did that last season and they left with a trophy. Newcastle did the same thing and they left with a trophy. So I expect and would like to see, and I don't want to imagine that Brighton are going to rest any players, bro. And to that end, this is the game where we actually test how good our squad is. People talk about how Arsenal starting 11 will be good enough to finish in the top four. And I'm just like, this is where we'll see it. This is where we'll see it. If we say there's no weak holes, there's no weak points in the squad, this is the game we'll see it. Obviously, we've got injuries, right? So especially to our attacking front, but this is a game where I expect that we should still our squad, whoever comes in, even if it's a case where we have Nogard and Lewis Kelly in the midfield, or Nogard and Zubimendi, or Nogard and Declan Rice, we're supposed to still be able to do the business. At centre back, I imagine it will be Mosquera and Saliba, and then maybe we can see Hincapie start at left back and Ben White on the right and do the business. Waneri, bro. Waneri literally, I think Waneri scored against Brighton last season, bro. So Waneri is good enough to start. Put Waneri on the right, Martinelli on the left. Yeah, have Eze in the 10. And then you can do a Marino up top, give Gyökeres some rest. Literally, that's a team I imagine could do the business. But obviously, I don't have as much information as the Arsenal staff. And if they decide that no, Gyökeres is still good to go, because there's no Champions League games this week. All right, so it's just, you wouldn't rest Gyökeres for the Champions League. So why should you rest Gyökeres for this one? Do you get my point? Like, we're supposed to compete on all fronts, right? And I'll leave with this: like, when you're a kid, yeah, when you're 6 years old, there's nothing to suggest that you have what it takes to become a doctor, right? To become a medical doctor, to become an engineer, to become a professional footballer. But you are able to dream and be delusional and imagine, right? So I'm saying all of that to say, just because you've never done something doesn't mean you don't have the right to imagine you can do it. And I'm talking about there's no reason why Arsenal cannot compete on all fronts and possibly aim for a treble, quadruple, whatever, even though we've never done it before. Delusion is free. Imagination is free. Let's see how good our squad is and let's make some magic happen, people. I don't see why we should concede a goal tomorrow. I'm hoping for a nice, clean 2-0 win. Let's make it happen, people. Please follow for some more videos. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow after our dub.